It says that we're live tonight. Shalom, shalom. Oh, mute, mute. I almost didn't catch it in time. It would have started blasting whatever I just said back at me. I got the Wildcats coming in. That is really weird. And I got like this orb thing floating around. I should show you real quick. It's been here for a long time. I videotaped it for a while on my security camera. The thing has been flying around. Where is it? I don't mind. Oh, look at all them orbs. Ooh, orbs, huh? Orbs? Are they orbs? Or the dust balls? Look at that one. Oh, it's a shy little thing. The camera shy, huh? I peek around. Get out here. Come on, orb. Come on. Come on out. Get out here so we can talk to you, orb. Yes, you. Talking to you. Come on out here, orb. Well, hi, D. How you doing tonight? I'm coaxing this orb out in the open. Come on, get out here. Come on, orb. We want to talk. Ooh, you see them orbs flying all over the place, aren't they? That thing went flying back and forth big time, man. Anyway, crazy, huh? Not raining or nothing. I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh. What was last night? Sunday? What was last? Oh, it was Sunday last night. Oh, American Idol. I forgot the grand finale. EM1. EM1. Did we call that? I can't remember. I would have been here last night if American Idol didn't end until 10 o'clock. Wow. The grand finale, huh? So, EM, like Ian, but, huh, interesting. Let's see. American Idol. Let's see who this was. So, let's take a little peek. Who this? Winner American Idol. So, what do they get? Like a year in Las Vegas to perform there. Some other stuff, bunch of deals. Oh, okay. That's weird. You know who he looks like? That is weird. He looks just like that guy that plays the ukulele and he plays Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Man, it looks just like that guy. And I think the guy passed away though. Huh. But that's probably a guitar. It looks like a ukulele, but it's probably a guitar. I like the hole in the guitar up at the top like that. He and the runner-up got a cruise for 4 too. Oh yeah. I hope everything goes good on that. That's kind of interesting with the guitar with the hole in the top like that. Is this when it happened? Was it this girl and this guy? Remember I said it's got to be a guy and a girl at the end. It's got to be. And so I thought, yeah, cowboy guy, he's got to go. Just from what you've told me. And these two, he does look a lot like the other guy. He does play ukulele. He does, yeah. Yeah, because it had to be a guy and a girl at the end, right? So if it's either the cowboy guy or the is he like Hawaiian or whatever? But that guy, I am or Iam, then it's got to be the cowboy guy has to go. Oh, he's doing devil horns. I know maybe they don't know what that means, but I'll show you. Raw. Here's his devil horns. Devil horns. Oh, he's doing it there too. More devil horns. And maybe it's just hook 'em horns, right? Is he from Hawaii? Huh? Is he from Hawaii? Because look, he's got the lay on like that. Is he from Hawaii? Because they do the hook 'em horns is the devil horns, but they call it. So no, they call it hang five or no. I remember, but somebody told me that. She's a country western singer. Well, there you go. You can't have two of those on a finale, right? So, is this the confetti moment? You got the Baphomet there. So he can sing and play the guitar? Well, at least they have talent, right? At least they have talent. There's a lot of people that are famous that have no talent, can't sing, can't play instrument, can't dance, can't really do anything. I got a cat out in the field there. I can see his eyes glowing. And anyway, I got the cat behind me. Anyway, you know what's weird? So like about a year before I sold my last house, I bought a riding lawnmower at Sears right off the floor. Never did that before, but it was like my own birthday present. And I think it was 2017 or 18. I can't remember. I sold it in the end of 18, so I can't, whatever. So I've had it multiple seasons. I had it 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is my 7th season with that riding lawnmower, right? Well, ever since I got it, the seat has been back way too far. I could barely even reach the pedals, so I got to sit way at the edge of the seat. It's really kind of bothered me. This is the 7th year. Now I've sometimes put like rolled something up and put it behind me, but it's still not enough. And I just like the only thing that really bummed me out. Well, the other day I said, I don't like that because I'm going to see if maybe I can unbolt that seat and move it up and bolt it somewhere else or drill some holes or whatever. I'm going to move that seat somehow. So I get up there and I've the whole time I've owned it, I've had to flip this seat forward to jump the battery every year. Whatever it is. Anyway, so I lift the seat forward to see what I got to unbolt, and guess what? There's been a seat adjuster the whole time. 7 seasons, I've barely been able to reach the pedal. They brought me the lawnmower with the seat all the way back, and you know what? It's got a seat adjuster just like a car. You just on the left, you pull the lever up, and you can pull the seat forward all you want. And I did that today, and I can't even believe what I did. I've done that for 7 years. 7 years I drove that thing. I could barely reach the pedals. And I thought, this is weird because I'm not a short person at all. About 5'7.5". I'm 5'8" with shoes on, so I should be able to reach it. I'm not too tall. I'm not too short. Why would I not be able to reach the pedals? And I just learned when I flipped the seat up, I was going to unbolt that thing and somehow mount it somehow. Here's the whole time there's been the seat adjuster. I could have just pulled up on the lever and hold it sort just like a car, a manual. So anyway, I felt really dumb, but super happy at the same time because now I can reach the pedals and move to forward where it's supposed to be. Very strange. Sometimes I can be really smart on some things, but really stupid on something else. You know what I mean? It's kind of mind-boggling. Well, hello, Golak. Good to see you tonight. That's funny. Glad you figured out. Yeah. 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 Anyway, crazy, man. 7 years I've driven that thing, and it's crazy. Just now figured it out. And I've filled that seat up lots because every year I have to jump the battery in the springtime just once, and then it's good for the year. Good to see you tonight, Golak. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you had a wonderful day too, D. Hope all went well. It must be an airplane or something. Went to Al-Anon for the 3rd time. A nice group. There were 7 of us. Nice, D. What is this, Monday night? Monday night, huh? So that's nice, huh? That's probably almost a bigger group than the AA, huh? Is that a bigger of a group? But anyway, and I'm sure they are really nice people. Nice people. There's nice people almost everywhere, you know what I mean? There's always going to be bad people, but for the most part, I don't know. There's a lot of good people. Monday nights, nice. Nice way to kick the week off, huh? Yeah, weather was pretty nice here today. I cut my grass again. It was delightful. Delightful. Anyway. So we're just gonna go over some strange Bible rules tonight. I was gonna do it last night, but it was just kind of an open chat. And if nobody shows up like in 10 minutes on an open chat, that just means people just probably don't really need fellowship that much. Because maybe if somebody had a bad day, they'd be waiting for fellowship that night. But if nobody pops in the first 10 minutes, I know nobody's desperately needing anybody to talk to. I think it's safe to say that. Maybe like not 100%, but I think it's kind of safe. There are more people at the night AA groups, but they don't start until 8. Oh, none starts at 7. Oh yeah, 8 is kind of late at night. Well, especially in the wintertime. It's been dark for hours. It's dark at 4 or 5 o'clock. 8 o'clock feels like midnight in the winter. But in the summertime it's not too bad. At least maybe if you get out at 9 o'clock, it's still light out part of the summer. Anyway, it's been nice with these nice songs. I don't know what that means. I'm not even gonna say it. What does that mean? Don't know what it means. Don't know what that is. Anyway, so well, anyway, I hope everyone had a good day, and I'm glad you had a good time last night, Diva. I'm gonna assume you're at your sister and brother-in-law. Anyway, glad that's fun. It was a fun thing that brings the family together. That's always good. So let's see. Yeah, so we have um strange rules from the Bible. There's several lists, and I think we went over this a long time ago, but let's see. Where else? Anyway, yeah, so we got that. And um and that's it for tonight. Let's see, because I didn't really sure. Monday, let's see, Mondays can be slow too. Mm, that's good. Some nice water, but I think my ice cube's melted. Let's see. Al-Anon meets on Wednesday nights too, but thinking of going to a Bible study at a church nearby. Haven't made my mind up about that though. Oh, really? So, do they have Oh, do they have you been there before at that church? Let's see. Let's see. All right, so I can bring the list up. All right. So I will screen share. I like Bible studies, but not necessarily Sunday service. Yeah. Um. Oh, you've never been there, but you saw, what do they have, a sign out there? It says Bible study Wednesdays. My dad always used to go to the one at our Lutheran church. And then he has a Lutheran church down where he lives now and down south. And they still have Bible study. I think it is Wednesday. Well, we used to have confirmation on Wednesday night and all that kind of stuff. So. And choir practice used to be Wednesday night too. So Wednesday night was big in the church for all the other stuff. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, the service is, yeah. You know. you know. If you need a nice little story in it, whatever. And if you want to pay money for a feel good story, I guess. But well, unfortunately, some people know the Bible a lot better than their own preachers do. Those people that are in the in the pulpit, in the at the podium, preachers, whatever, pastors. A lot of them don't know the Bible very well at all. This is pretty. This is gonna sound pretty, but I don't like the singing, especially since anymore it goes on for a long time. Yeah, I don't want to sit through all the scenes here. It's just, yeah. Yeah, and it's not it's just weird how I was in the choir. It is weird because I was still in school. I think I was in junior high. And I joined the choir. They didn't have a children's choir or teen choir, nothing like that. So I joined the regular choir, the Sunday choir. And it was all really old people. I was the only young person there. And it was really embarrassing, kind of uncomfortable on it. So I only went for a while. But I remember standing in the middle of them, and they're just like, I could hear the guy like, "Rah, rah," Mr. Deep Voice guy, and then you could hear the lady just belting it out as high at the top of her lungs, and just like, wow, it was a little much. Anyway, it was just, yeah. If there had been anybody my age, I would have stayed, but there was nobody my age. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, not my kind of thing either, D. Nope. And you're never been required to go to church. Nobody has. You're quite you well. The Bible does encourage like fellowship. You know what I mean? And at least once a week, fellowship. Maybe get together, and that can be your own family. You know what I mean? Get together. Take a day off a week. It don't matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday. Just once a day, have a good rest. Let the animals rest. Let the kids, everybody rest. Even the people that work for you. Just let everybody rest for one day, and have a good restful, nice day, and then get back to work because they had a lot of work to do. And so yeah, so resting one day because most people did hard labor. A lot of people still do. I worked hard labor myself after being in a doctor's office for 20 or 25 years or whatever it was. All of a sudden I'm doing hard labor. Because it actually was funner. It was funner, and I think it's way better on the body. I mean, instead of doing paperwork and stuff. Well, there's a black cat. He's getting all skittish. They're out eating the dog food right now. The dogs just came in, but I will be putting cat food out there. When I do go out there with cat food, because the dogs are pretty much going out, except for maybe one or two more times, real quick. But once I put the cat food out there, I'll go kick, and they will come out of everywhere. As soon as I go in the house, they'll be eating it. It's kind of cool. They're like clockwork. Clockwork. Yeah, I mean it is good. It's not good for people to do hard labor every day and never rest. It is really hard, and it's not really fair and good. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a day off. Take a day off work one day because I used to work 7 days a week. It was really hard, and it was mentally, physically, everything. It just never got a day off. And once I started taking one day off a week, it's like, man, it was life changing. It was like a day to restore, a day for Spencer didn't have to worry about me leaving. A day to just relax and let my body heal, let my mind heal, and do whatever I want. And and then back to work the next day. But at least there was a break. And it was finally something to look forward to at the end of the week. Like, oh, let's get through to Saturday and I got a day off, you know what I mean? But but I know people work different jobs and stuff. Um, if You know, if you have Wednesdays off, do it the Wednesday. Take a day off, rest. You know, and I don't think it's like, oh, you're gonna go to hell or anything like that if you don't. I'm just saying, I think it's good for everybody to assign yourself one day a week to rest. But if you don't, you don't. But I just by experience and as somebody who's used to work 7 days a week, it was life changing just to take one day off a week. And you know, my financially, I actually did better. I think I just because you rested, I could think straight and reorganize and regroup. And one who lives here feeds the two feral cats. Really, she named the male Harley and the female Harleen. Cute. They're black with green eyes. Oh, really? Both of them are black? Huh. Yeah, I got one out there right now. I don't know what color it is. They had a so see that's nice. If everybody just did that, you know, if you had one person at least in each area, maybe one person in the I don't know, couple people in town doing it. But anyway, that's nice. She gets peanuts for the SU. Huh. Oh, the squirrels. I was just gonna guess squirrels. She gets peanuts for the really? Wow, she's nice. So she's got outdoor pets, huh? Are you guys allowed to have pets where you live, Dee? Maybe if you're not, that's her way of having pets. Without bringing them in the house and breaking rules. But a lot of apartments like you can have a pet, but it's gotta be like under a dog has to be under like 30 pounds or something. Like a smaller one. No Dobermans, no German Shepherds, and no Pit Bulls. We can have one pet. Oh, nice. Just squirrels, huh? Let's go. All right, so let me see here. We're just gonna go over some strange. Where am I at? Kind of blacked out on me. There it goes. Site can't be reached. Really? Are they gonna do that? No, that's reloading now. Well, that's nice. You can have one pet. All right, it's not even the one that I wanted. So I'm just gonna go over 15. There's 15 rules most people don't know are in the Bible. There's a lot of lists of rules that are weird rules in the Bible, and there's lists. I just saw one. It must have had 50 weird rules. Some are very long lists, and that's my YouTube. I'm not going to go over some big, long, giant list. I'm just going to go over a short list of 15 strange, weird rules in the Bible. We probably have heard of them. And now I got a pop-up thing. Okay. Never saw the X on the left side. Okay. Anyway, so that is what we're gonna do. Just go over 15 weird Bible rules. There's some weirdness in the Bible. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness in the Bible. The dogs have to be small. Lots of Taco Bell dogs. Yeah. Yeah, Lakita Taco Bell. You got a lot of and you know what? If I ever get another dog, and I don't know, these guys are all young, so probably I don't know. I'm in my 70s. I don't know. But anyway, if I ever got another dog, and if I like had to choose what it was instead of just like ending up with it, um, I would choose a little dog because I've never had a little dog. And a little dog, it reminds me of like it's always stays a puppy. You know what I mean? Like puppy size, and you can pick it up easy. You can do all kinds of things with it that you can't do with big giant dogs or medium dogs. Um, but yeah, most apartments, the dogs have to be under like 35 pounds, 35. Something like that. Maybe they'll push 50. You can say it's 35. But there's a lot of weirdness in the Bible. That's for sure. Because I've realized that there are probably at least 5 different gods that people are submitting their writings from. You know, Levitical God, the Deuteronomy God, you got the Yahweh God. You got all kinds. You got Jehovah, the Jehovah God. You got the Jehovah Jireh. You got the Yahweh. Let's see, God, Yahweh. Um, who else? Lord. Um, uh, too late in the day to think. I'm spent. Brain is spent for the day. Pomeranian's a cute little dog. Yes. As a matter of fact, my ex-husband just got a dog, and he's not had. He really, in his whole life, he had a dog when we were married. We had a dog. We had a couple dogs, but um, anyway, he got a little one, and I think it's half Yorkie and half Pomeranian or something. A tiny one, and she is so cute and so sassy, and just she comes up here, and my dogs go crazy with her. She is just a handful. Oh my goodness, she's funny. And I thought, yeah, if I ever got another one, it'd be a little one like that because it never really gets big. Just, I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway, really cute. And she's probably 10 months old right now, not even a year old, but almost full grown. Really super cute though. Like with the hair kind of going near the eyes, like almost covering the eyes. Um, he brought her to the beauty shop. She got a trim and all that, but the cut and a shampoo or whatever. But it's kind of one of those, kind of like Toto. Well, not quite, but I would like, yeah, Sprout is huge. Sprout weighs 80 something pounds. 80 something pounds. As far as we could tell at the vet when I barely could get him on the scale, he freaked out. Um, anyway, that was not a fun day. So I'll pray us in and we will get started on 15 weird rules in the Bible. 15 weird rules. But actually, like I said, there's actually there's, like I said, very large list that you could go over. Way more than 15. Let me see what we got. Here's one from WordPress, the Wild Webster. Thoughts from the wild. Well, I'll show you that in just a second. That's yeah, it's a little bigger. Anyway, so we'll go over that, but we're just going over the shorter list, the 15 Bible rules most people don't know about. All right, looks like the orbs are having fun outside. Oh, here, check out this one. Oh, sorry, dog just freaked out. Hold on a second. Oh, I missed it. It went floating away. I was gonna show you the craziest orb was just out there. Crazy. Anyway, and we got some mosquitoes in here tonight, which is I hate mosquitoes, hate wood ticks, and they're all heavy right now. You know why? Because the cat wants to go out, the cat wants to go in. Well, it wants to go out, and it's just about outside, and it stops, and it freezes, and it doesn't know if it wants to go in or out. And I'm like holding the door, thinking, just seeing the mosquitoes coming in. I'm like, all right, in or out? Shut the door. It took too long. So that's how mosquitoes get in, holding the door for the cat, not even the dogs. Cats can never make up their mind whether they want to go out or not, huh? Is that right? Dogs agrees. All right, so pray us in quick. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us this evening. We thank you for another day and blessing us with all that we need, and we thank you also for the fellowship. Amen. First I'm going to show you kind of a longer list. There's several longer lists you could find, but we're not going to go over a long list tonight. But there's one here called the Wild Webster World Press. Wild Webster World Press. Strange rules in the Bible. And as you can see, there's quite a few of them. Well, lots and lots. So you got all these. There's that Jesus. I think this is the can't remember where that one was from. Anyway, you got that one, but that's not what the one we're gonna do. We're gonna go over the 15 rules. 15. Wait, I guess back. Let me see how big I got it blown up on. See if I can get a little bit bigger for people to see. Rules in the Bible that most people don't know exist. Is this going to have a pop-up ad thing? Trying to sell me coffee, and I haven't drank coffee in 7 years. Barking up the wrong tree here, but it's blocking my goodness. All right. Rules in the Bible that most people. This is back now. It's trying to sell me some shoes. Made in Italy. Oh, Superflies. Anyway, is that crazy? I was blocking my stuff here. Anyway, all right. So rules in the Bible. Let's see here. Caleb, you okay, buddy? All right. All right. So number 1, there's 15 rules here that some people don't know. 15 rules some people don't know exist, but we probably do. But a lot of people might not know. So rule number 1. It's funny that they put this one first. Rule number 1. Rule number 1. Can I get this thing off or no? Am I just stuck with it? Okay. When fighting another man, chop off his wife's hand if she grabs your genitals. That is for real. Look, she's missing her hand. Why? Because her husband was in a fight with somebody and she intervened and grabbed his junk. Oh my goodness, that wants to sell me some retirements from Charles Schwab. I don't know if I can handle these ads. All right. So anyway, that was number 1, because that's also how they made the deal too. They grabbed the junk because they were making a deal on their offspring, on their seed, on their. And also, if you grab the guy's junk, you might not be able to have children. So it's a horrible, horrible thing to do. All right. Probably still is if you ask guys. It's still a horrible thing to do. But back then it might mean that their bloodline, their family tree stops there, you know what I mean? Because of that. So guys, you gotta tell your wives, don't do that, okay? Let the guys handle the fights. Let's go get some steak to throw over their eye when it's all swelled up. Remember they used to do that when people got a black eye from fighting? Somebody would come up with a steak and put it on their face. Well, somehow that helped. All right. Number 2, if your slave refuses freedom, pierce their ear, and we do know that that is called the bond servant, because sometimes well, for multiple reasons. No, Caleb, you're not going out. The cats are out there eating. You're not going. No, settle down. And he sees the cats on the camera. He just wants to go harass them. And the cats will take off. No. So, sometimes after the slaves' time is up, and their debt is paid, they can, if they've had a wife and children, they have to stay with the slave owner. If he's had a wife and children, the slave owner can keep them. But so he might choose to stay for that reason, because it's all property to him. Or if the slave, his time is up, but he likes the slave owner, and the slave owner likes him, and he fits in good with the family, and everything's working out good, then the slave can he actually would pierce their ear on the doorpost. That's right. That means that they are bondservant. They're here working for free from now on. I'm not working for wages anymore to pay off a debt. I'm working because I like this family and I'm here to stay. So, I don't know why he's giving him money. Oh, because the slave is done or whatever. All right. Oh, I suppose I should tell you what verses these are in. The first one, the one about grabbing the guy's junk in a fight, the woman, is in Deuteronomy 25, 11 and 12. Okay. And then the bondservant, that is in Exodus 21, 5 and 6. That's right after the 10 Commandments. Moses, and then I guess that's where it is. And then number 3, don't sit where a menstruating woman has sat. And that is in Leviticus. They call it an issue with blood. And that is Leviticus 15, 19 to 21. All right. Number 4. Women suspected of adultery have to drink dirty water. And you know what? They're being very kind by saying dirty water. What it was actually a poison, like a mixture of, basically to make her have a miscarriage. It's kind of like an abortion, you know what I mean? It's a way to abort the child, and miscarriage. It's just strange. I've gone into their rituals that they do. Strange, strange, strange. So yeah, the husband brings the wife to the priest and some other people, and anyway, she drinks something, then she gets really sick, and if the If she's cheated, then the baby gets aborted and or miscarried or whatever. Anyway, so this is in the book of Numbers 5:11 through 31, and I've come to agree with some people that that a lot of these, most of these rules, basically, who is speaking and who are they speaking for? You didn't know about that one? Who are they speaking and who are they speaking to? Well, there's this. Moses is, God's speaking through Moses, but he's speaking to the Israelites because they just came out of Egypt and all that. So anyway, don't wear clothes made of both linen and wool. You know what's weird? I seen Tovia Singer. He is a Jewish rabbi, big on YouTube, and he was talking about this one time, and yes, they actually have suit. Like he said, like he'll have a suit, his suit coat. He opened it up and showed that it's actually like kosher. It's got actually marked that it's not made of mixed fabrics, and that might be the thread too. Who knows? But they actually they're actually aware of that even to this day. That's funny. I'm not sure why that is. What did they say? Leviticus 19:19 provides rules about clothing one's unfamiliar to modern readers. It states, "You shall keep my statutes, thou shalt not let the cattle gender with a diverse kind." Yeah. Thou shalt not sow the field with mingled seed, neither shall the garment be mingled with linen and woolen come upon thee. What does it mean? There's some disagreement on this one. It could be because wool and linen were appointed for the priests alone. Another thought that mixing wool and linen brings on malignant fevers and exhausts the strength. That's interesting. Well, what about that magic underwear that the Mormons have, huh? That is weird. Look at somebody's doing devil horns on Google. Don't you guys think that's strange? This picture comes up. Pinky finger, two middle fingers, index finger, left hand. They've got super short fingernails, whoever it is. Interesting. It's so weird. They could have done anything, but they did that. All right. 6, you can't kill a burglar during the day. Now this it's funny. I knew this rule for a long time, but I didn't know about the daytime part until maybe like 2 years ago. So if a burglar breaks in your house and you can kill the burglar, but wait. It has to be daytime. Did you know that? There's a catch to that rule. I just learned that a couple years ago. Anyway, you can't kill a burglar during the daytime. That's right. They chased him up a tree. It's from the Cleveland Museum of Art. That's funny. All right. So in Exodus 22, 2 and 3, if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall be no blood be shed for him. If the sun is risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. It means an important distinction here is that taking the life of a burglar at night is most likely the act of self-defense, but doing it during the day is a missed opportunity to identify and catch the thief. There was also the belief that the nighttime break-ins implied a murderous intent, and thus to shed the blood of the burglar was justified. It is scarier at night, I think. I don't know. Either way, it'd be scarier. Look at, we're just talking about feral cats, and look at that. 23 feral facts about humans. Feral facts about humans. What the heck? All right, number 7. Don't plant more than one kind of seed in a field. Now, this is weird. So, that's a cool picture. Anyway, according to Leviticus 19:19, again, you shall keep my statutes, not let the cattle gender. Don't sow thy field with mingled seed, and don't mingle your garment materials either. What it means, this rule may have been intended to put a stop to superstitious practice regarding the planting of seeds. Another theory is that certain, albeit unspecified, seeds actually should not be mingled, and thus making this a practical rule. Huh. So you don't have half watermelon, half strawberries like they have today? Or gigantic GMO fruit? 8, don't tear your clothes. We all know this one. Don't rend your clothes. But the rock stars taught everybody in the 1970s to have ripped up clothes. Then they were expensive to buy them ripped up. Leviticus 10:6 provides instructions about grief offered through the words of Moses. And Moses went up to Aaron and Eleazar and unto Ithamar's sons, uncover not your heads, and to rend your clothes, lest you die. And what does it mean? The particular words intended for Aaron and his sons basically meant don't show grief. Just accept the Lord's punishment. Tearing your clothes was a common sign of grieving and mourning in it back then, you know. Never boil a baby goat in its mother's milk. This is actually one of the other versions of the 10 Commandments, which is weird because I think it's Exodus 20, Exodus 23, and I think then there's I don't know if it's Deuteronomy. I don't know where else. But there's like 3 versions of the 10 Commandments, and one of them has this one. But it says don't boil the kid in the mother's milk. That sounds cannibalistic. Don't boil the kid in the mother's milk. Sounds terrible. Well, either way, I guess. Anyway, rule could have been intended to prevent the superstitious practice using the boiled milk as a charm for making fields and orchards more productive. Another theory is just a simple reminder to be civilized and not make the mother accomplish in the death of her child. Don't eat fat. You know, fat doesn't make you fat. Do you know that? It doesn't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. And other things. Leviticus 3:17. Some biblical scholars say that means you can't eat fat from an animal intended for ritual sacrifice. Others say it was etiquette for the self-denial, mortification of our appetites. There you go, feral facts. Is that something? Talk about feral cats, and 5 minutes later, it's something about feral. They're not listening at all. Number 11, make sure no one falls off your roof. Well, that's a good thing. Put a little fence on there. People used to basically live on their roofs during the daytime. Means everyone should have a safe roof. Basically, this was especially a point when most roofs were flat and therefore needed a small railing to make sure that no one would fall off. It was serious business too. The neglect of this law would be punished under the laws of manslaughter and maiming. Don't eat owls. Is that a Leviticus law? Yeah, it is Leviticus. Well, there's a lot of things you shouldn't eat. Leviticus, any kind of scavenger that's eating dead corpses. They shall not, these which is not is abomination to among the fowls should not be eaten. the eagle, the ostrich, the osprey, the vulture, the kite, every kind, raven, owl, nighthawk, the cuckoo, and the hawk of its kind, the little owl, cormorant, the great owl, swan, pelican, eagle, stork, heron, lapwing, and the bat. Oh, don't eat the bats. You can get coronavirus. As according to news reports, but I have no opinion on that at all. That's where they say it first came from on the news. Bible says we shouldn't eat a lot of things, but it definitely doesn't want us to eat owls or bat soup. I think Trump said that. I think President Trump first said that. That's where it came from. All right, don't speak the names of other gods. That's interesting. Exodus 23:13. Straightforward instructing believers to ignore the names of all their gods. In fact, we're not allowed to even say those names. Never mention them, but with detestation. Oh, you can mention them if you're detest them, if you say bad stuff about them. You have to leave fallen grapes on the ground for the poor people to eat. Believe me, the birds will eat them up in one day. Believe me. They don't put a net over them. Leviticus 19:10. This is fairly straightforward, but there's some nuisances. Just meant to let the poor eat the grapes. If fewer than 3 grapes on the grapevine fall, then the poor Israelites or foreigners who can't own land can have them. If there's fewer than 3 grapes, what are you going to do with 3 grapes? And the last one, you can't leave open pits around for animals to fall into. You know what? I felt really bad. Last year I had these wooden drawers, and I was going to give them away free. I had them in a free pile at my sale, and then I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to use those for planting boxes. So I hauled them out to the garden and threw them in the garden. And I came back. There's a couple toads that were dead because they fell inside and couldn't get out. I felt horrible. Anyway, they didn't know any better. They hopped in there and they couldn't get out. Exodus 21:31 or 33 to 34. It may sound strange to modern readers, but it's basically just saying to cover your wells or any other big hole. Animals tend to fall into deep holes in the ground, and if there's water at the bottom of those deep holes, they're likely to drown. Anyways, that it is it. That's a 15 weird rules. There are actually, I'll put a link to this. I'll put a oh no, yeah, I have my chat up. I'll put a link to this one, and I'll also put a link to the other one I had up with a lot more. Yeah, there's some weird rules in the Bible. So here is the one that we are. Oh, come on. All right. Come on. Oh, goodness. This thing just fights me like a kangaroo. Boxing kangaroo. Why is my chat not up here? That's weird. It's not showing me the chat. Not sure why. So it won't let me use the. Oh, there it comes. Okay. Oh, goodness. This thing is trying my patience. All right, come on now. Oh, come on. Seriously? Anyway. So, well, thank you for being here, Dee. And anybody else? So, yep, I'll pray us out. And He was gonna put the link in the chat, but the darn thing, the chat disappeared. Anyway, while that's loading back up, I'll pray us out. Thank you, Father, for gathering us this evening and all of our blessings. Amen and amen. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get it on there now. Will it? Goodness, it does not like me doing anything, does it? Come on, everybody, boy. Let me try it one more time. Copy. And paste. All right, so there's one link. Anyway, well, thanks for coming in tonight, Dee, and anybody else. And hope you all have a good rest of the evening. Hope you all have an awesome day tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. And I hope everyone has a good, restful sleep tonight. I am going to say goodnight, and then just a second here, I'm going to load that second link up. So there'll be 2 links in the chat for weird, 2 different lists of weird or strange rules in the Bible. Okay. Well, anyway, all right. Good night, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Praise the God to God. Hallelujah. And shalom and all that good stuff. And also, peace.